Hey, what's up guys? Brennan here from Overstood, and today, you may or may not have noticed, I'm in a festive mood. And we're about to talk about what my favorite tech gifts would be for 2019. And please do not be shy about getting any of these for me because, I mean, this is the season of giving and love, right guys? So let's get right into it. If you own your car and you've had it for more than a couple years, you probably know the real life situation of when your check engine light comes on. That's a problem. The problem with the check engine light normally is that it just comes on and it doesn't tell you why it's on. Like you just like, I gotta go get somebody to plug something in, I gotta pay money and they're gonna have to tell me what's going on with my life, pretty much. Like what's going on with my car? Is it broken? What do I have to figure out? And there's actually a technological fix for this that I found and I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. I use it in my car all the time. It's called Fixt. And what Fixt is a very small little plug that plugs right into your computer of your car. Every car has a little computer thing you plug in, normally somewhere near the dashboard. Very easy to find. You plug it in and it automatically just streams to your phone to the Fixt app and it tells you what's going on with your error codes. That is such a big deal. You literally scan it, it'll tell you what the error code is, it'll tell you why you have it, it'll tell you how severe it is, and you can clear the code. If you think it's some BS, then you could just be like, clear the code, and it'll clear the code. And if it comes back on, then you still got a problem. You need to deal with it. This is a huge deal because it is pocket sized. I normally actually just leave it in my car. I don't even take it out. It just sticks on the computer all the time. And it saves you a lot of time and money because you could be going to a mechanic, spending $200 just to have them check your codes, when in reality, it's just an O2 sensor that just goes in and off, on and off every once in a while. O2 being oxygen, by the way, which is one of the most common engine light codes there are, which isn't the biggest deal unless you're trying to get pass a smog test because you live in somewhere like California. This is just a lifesaver and it saves you a lot of money when it comes to owning a car that might be getting a little bit on in the years. It's only 60 bucks for one of them, or you can get 2 for 88 or 3 for 118. Obviously it depends on how many cars you have. And the app is free. The app is free. You can get a premium version of the app that costs a little bit more, but I'm telling you guys right now from personal experience, if you have an older car, 1000% double down on getting this, get it as somebody as a gift. If they have an older car, everyone who has this will be happy they did. So I highly recommend it, get in on this. All right, up next, this is actually something that my homie Tony Valentino put me up on. It is a scale. Now, like, what is so special about a scale? This is a smart scale. It's called Arboleaf. It's $30. Only $30, and what it does is it pretty much tells you your entire body composition. This scale is not here for your feelings. This scale is here for what's the reality. And the truth is, it's gonna tell you what the truth is. It's gonna tell you what your body composition is, like of bones, muscle mass, fat. It'll tell you your BMI. It'll tell you all that. It does it like this. What you see is when you get it is like it's like a glass scale that has a digital LED display that just tells you pretty much really simply your weight. But it also has these 4 sensors on it that you have to wear, you know, no socks, barefoot. You stand on that and it literally just uploads right to your app and it tells you more than you could ever want to know about your body and the way that it's pretty much what your fitness levels are. I think this is a great gift for almost anybody, especially if they're into fitness or something like that. Or if you're trying to be shady and you think they should be into fitness, then this would be a great gift just to slide their way because it is technology, it's very cheap, and it's really interesting. You get to learn a lot about it and you probably don't want to, this is not a good party gift though, in the sense of like, hey guys, let's all stand on the scale and see where we measure up because that could get very, very, very emotional very, very quickly. Not that I have any experience with anything like that. But please, like I said, it's a very good piece of technology as a gift that somebody should take home and use on their own time. All right, so up next, I'm a gamer, so I couldn't decide between 2 different things. So I'm gonna recommend both of these as this next part of this list. The first one is a Nintendo Switch Lite. Now, the reason I say Nintendo Switch Lite is because I actually have a regular Nintendo Switch, which has changed my entire life, and it makes me upset that we didn't have things like this when I was a kid because it truly does not make sense, all the things that you can do with a Nintendo Switch. It is just absolutely unreal. It's just absolutely a beautiful device. It has some of the best games on it. If anybody wants to play Super Smash Brothers, you can come get the smoke. I am unreal in that game. But the reason I say the Switch Lite is because it's much cheaper. It's only 200 bucks. It doesn't have the detachable controllers or anything like that. It's pretty much just like a big Game Boy that plays all the Nintendo Switch games. And that thing is fantastic. It has a super long battery life of over 6 hours. It is just a full-on complete digital gaming device that goes anywhere you want. Now that's on one side. Now on the other side, this is so I already have that, but if you wanna buy me something, this is something that I wanna get, is the Oculus Quest VR goggles. I played with a lot of VR. I go on the VR adventures. I played with VR things at people's houses, and it's always the same experience that I really don't like. The thing that sucks about VR is that it always has to be plugged in to a PC somewhere. Somebody always has all these cords. You're like, oh no, put the cords over there. It's gonna work like this, and wear this like this, and we have these cameras all over, it's very complicated. And that's why VR isn't a consumer product yet, is because you always have these cords, you always have these extra technical things, and I always have to have a PC. There's so many extra things you have to be able to even get in there, and then the games haven't even been up to par yet. Well, no mas. Like, we have achieved it, guys. Oculus came out with this headset that straight up does not need cords. It is a fully enclosed VR machine. Like, you literally put on the thing, hold the two handles, and you can play almost anywhere. Any of the VR games. It has internal memory. You don't even have to be connected to the internet necessarily. It depends on where you are and what you're doing. You pretty much download the games onto it and you can play all these VR games wherever you are. That is such a big step forward in VR technology that this is the first time I've seen a applicable VR technology that you can say, yes, anybody can use this. And just as a side note, the Oculus Go was actually the first true wireless headset, but didn't really count. It was mostly for watching videos. I'm talking about gaming, y'all. So I'm a huge fan of it. I want to play with it because I played with Oculus goggles before. They were absolutely amazing, and I highly recommend it. If you're looking at the price for this, it's about $400 for a 64 gig one, or you're looking at $499 for the 128 gig. And obviously, depending on what kind of games you want, that depends on what kind of size you're gonna get. But either way, this is definitely worth the buy if you have any interest in VR and you don't have any interest in owning a PC, learning how to set up a VR device, or doing all those other kind of things. Like, this is for beginners of VR that wanna play. Next up, we have a gift you give to somebody who really likes to travel, who likes to be out camping, who likes to go do crazy stuff all the time, but also loves their music. You may or may not know it. I did this little jungle adventure where I had to go live in the Amazon jungle for a few months for a TV show for Facebook. It's called Curse of Akakor. Check it out if you want to. Don't worry about it if you don't. But in that experience, one of the things that I found is that one of the camera guys, his name, well, we'll leave his name out of this for now. He had a thing called a Deemer box. And that was one of the most impressive pieces of speaker technology I've ever seen. Now, if you know what a Pelican case is a very thick plastic case that protects anything you put in it. Normally you put expensive camera lenses or sensitive equipment inside of a Pelican case. What someone did with a Deemer box is they took a Pelican case, they carved out a subwoofer into the side of it, and then also put the other speakers on the side of it, made it completely waterproof, completely smash proof, and said, here's your speaker. It can go anywhere with you. And I'll tell you guys from personal experience, that thing bangs. Like, we had literally like two or three boats lined up on the side of a bank with all of our camera crew, all the cast and all that. And we didn't need anything but one Deemer box to make a party for everybody, like a dance party with a barbecue. Absolutely fantastic. It goes so hard, and it's only $299. Now, you might think that's expensive, but if you go and look at other Bluetooth speakers and what they cost and the things that they don't do that this does, I'd say that this is the one you want to have. So I highly, highly, highly recommend it. If you're going to be outdoors, you're going to be on boats, you're going to be on lazy rivers, whatever it is, this thing is absolutely a must-have. And last, but certainly not least, this is a gift for anyone that, well, they work out. Like, this is for your gym homie. This is for the guy that really cares about his body, or the girl who goes hiking every other day or runs every other day. These are for the people that need to recover their muscles all the time. It is called the G3 Percussive Therapy Device. Now, there's obviously a lot of versions out there. This is pretty much top of the line, but honestly, a device like this is very impressive and good for recovery. This one is $249, but it also goes 3,200 revolutions per minute, which, if you think about it, like, pretty much it's a percussive device. It just literally just has like a piston that just pushes back and forth really, really fast with a lot of force, and you can put different tips on it to feel different vibrations or different areas of your body that, I'll tell you right now, can hurt so good. It's a form of torture, but it also makes it so that you aren't as sore as long as you normally would be. If you have like a little rollout in one of these things, and you pretty much have a full body massage, that you're gonna take care of yourself after a heavy workout or after some heavy physical activity. This is what you finish it with to make sure that you don't have to remember that physical activity for weeks to come. So highly recommend it. Kind of expensive, but you can find different levels of it, and it even has like 6 hours of battery life. Definitely worth checking out, and I think an impressive piece of technology regardless of how simple the technology really is. All right, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video on the list of awesome things to get for this capitalistic time of the year. And if you want to see more lists of cool things that I recommend, we got them right over here. And we also have a really cool intro video, so you should check that out. Make sure you guys subscribe. That lets us know that you support what we're doing. You know, we know you're there and you're watching the videos, and turn on your notifications. And y'all be well. I'm looking forward to see you guys next time. And make sure you stay fly. Oh, damn it. All right, I'm gonna do the whole thing again. No, don't use that.
That's hilarious.
You're about to cut?
He did cut.
No, he didn't.
I didn't cut it.
Oh, I thought you
Do you want to use that?
I mean, it's
I'd say let's do another one, but maybe.
I'll leave it that choice up to you, Rob. All right, I'll trust it.